Hey there, everyone. This is Kellyanne, the High Priestess, bringing you divine messages. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. This is going to be a weekly general reading for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Aries. I've already pre-shuffled with your energy so that we can get started. Just as a quick note, I have opened up personalized readings again. So if you're interested in receiving an in-depth personal reading just about your situation, you can find the information in the description box. There's information there about the fee schedule as well as the different types of readings that I do. Okay. And also just a plug for the channel. If you have not already done so, please hit that subscribe button. If you appreciate the services that I'm providing here on YouTube and you enjoy, watching my readings, it helps me out a great deal to receive subscriptions. It's free and it entitles you to all of your readings as they're posted. And also, in addition to that, also you can always give me a thumbs up, or you can, post a comment if the reading has resonated with you, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Okay, so let's begin. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, my ancestors and loved ones that have crossed over, thank you for this gift of divination. Thank you for your blessings as well as your protection today. Spirit, as I attempt to clarify and interpret these messages and advice that you will be channeling through me this afternoon, I ask that you please be as specific as possible so that I may interpret these messages correctly and provide accurate guidance to my seekers, my Aries viewers today. All right, guys, so we're going to begin with those cards that just jumped out, but we're going to begin by taking a look at your current energy, as well as any obstacles or challenges that you are currently working through. I'm going to clarify the cards as I go, and then we'll move into your near future energy. There are cards sliding literally right out of my hand, so I'm going to take them. I feel like Spirit has a lot to say right now about our current situation. So let's see what we have here. We have the Ten of Cups, we have the Sun in reverse, we have the Two of Pentacles, the High Priestess in reverse, which is major for Pisces. The Sun is major for Leo. We have the Hangman, also associated with Pisces, and the Page of Wands. Spirit, can I have any energy associated with obstacles or challenges for Aries? Obstacles or challenges that Aries is currently facing. Thank you, the Nine of Wands. Okay, so let's see what we have here, guys. We feel on some level, Aries, that currently you're really tired. You're exhausted from going through something, or possibly you've been doing something for a very long time and now you're kind of at the end of it and you're very tired as a result of that, but you're still not willing to give up. Like you're still motivated to keep trying, to keep moving, to keep going. Okay. And I feel like that's posing as a challenge for you because I feel like possibly you're not quite sure which direction you want to go in at this point. Even though you don't really want to stop completely, you still want to kind of like continue whatever it is that you were doing. I feel like you're not really sure which course of action will best suit you at this point, and I feel like it's causing a little bit of a challenge for you because you're kind of indecisive and you're not really sure which way you're going with this. Okay, so let's take a look at your current energy and see how this all ties in. All right, so let's see what we have here. So straight out of the gate, I'm seeing that you may be feeling right now that you're kind of like at this stagnant place in your life. Like you feel like you're at a standstill. And just like I was saying with this card, with your challenge, you're not really sure what's in store for you, right? So you're kind of like in this lull right now. It's like you're in limbo, right? You don't really know like what's going to happen down the road. You haven't made any decisions yet, so you kind of like almost like doing a whole lot of nothing right now. And part of it I feel is that possibly you have to like kind of change your mindset or kind of open your mind to kind of seeing things differently and kind of entertaining other options for yourself. I feel like you may be looking for some kind of information about new topics or new adventures. Possibly you may be looking into traveling or moving, so you might be looking for information about those things. I feel like you're trying to learn a lot right now. You're trying to expand your kind of skill set and your knowledge base. You may be doing things to facilitate these changes or these new courses of action that you plan on taking for yourself. But I feel like right now, you're not really doing much about it. Like you're just in this like beginning phase of trying to like learn or trying to like acquire knowledge about new things so that you can continue on your course of action, because you're not really willing to put your torch down yet. You're still like motivated to continue. Okay, whatever that is. I also feel though like you're trying to balance two things. I feel like possibly right now you may be worried about finances, or you may be worried about possibly two jobs, or maybe choosing a job that's right for you between two choices. But I feel like you're trying to find balance here and you're trying to find a good fit. Okay. I feel like possibly in the past, maybe there was some unhappiness, um, or a situation that you were sad about, and really ultimately your goal is to find that happiness with that 10 of cups. Okay, you don't want to let this person down, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with the issue of finances, maybe finding a new job or choosing a job or balancing maybe work and a job, or maybe you're working overtime, or something has to do with finding balance between maybe your personal life and your work life, maybe working and doing something else on the side, maybe a hobby. Maybe you're actually retired and now you're trying to, figure out how to balance your free time with pursuing other options during your retirement to earn extra money, something like that. That's what I'm picking. Okay. Now, I feel like you may be definitely involved with a water sign of Pisces, possibly. Could also be a Cancer or Scorpio. You have two Pisces cards, side by side. The High Priestess really has to do with, you know, using your intuition and following your gut, following your instincts here to kind of choose a path that's right for yourself. Now, because this card is in reverse, it's indicative of you really needing to tap into what's good for you right now, to not be focused on everybody else, not to be worried about what everyone else is doing, what everybody else wants, but what is good and what is important to you. You know within your own heart what it is that you want to see happen here. You know what it is that you are hoping for or what you're dreaming for. And you need to kind of take that time to kind of tap into that. The way that you do that is by becoming quiet, finding that quiet space, becoming contemplative, kind of looking within and really doing some soul searching to kind of figure out what it is that you want to do with the rest of your time moving forward. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify some of these cards and see where you are. The Ten of Cups also is a card associated with the sign of Pisces. So you have a strong Pisces influence here going on with these cards. So the Ten of Cups really has to do with emotional abundance, being emotionally fulfilled, feeling great. Everybody is emotionally satisfied. They feel safe. They feel loved. There's definitely a sense of harmony within the home, within the relationship. If you have a family, everybody feels content and happy, and you really just are afraid of not being able to find that balance, to find that thing that brings light to the situation. Okay, let's see why the Nine of Wands is posing as your challenge. Why is the Nine of Wands coming up as the obstacle for Aries? Okay, we have a few cards that are coming out. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Chariot, major for Cancer, and we also have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. So the Three of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, it really has to do with you kind of taking the steps necessary to arrive at the place where you ultimately see yourself. It's like that place of like your highest potential, right? You might want to travel. There's a picture of a lake here with a boat. So it's really, or a canoe, right? There's a shore here. It may just be that you want to like maybe take a vacation or travel, but it also ultimately has to do with you finding the place of balance and peace or the place of success where you see yourself arriving at. It's kind of like waiting patiently for your ships to come in, right? And waiting for that opportunity for things to pan out the way that you envision them for your future. Okay. I feel like you are going through the steps necessary right now to make that happen for yourself, because the chariot is all about overcoming your obstacles. It has to do with being successful, arriving at a place where you know you're very happy, you feel victorious, and it has a lot to do with the momentum, like full speed momentum, like not giving up, right? So again, that ties into the Nine of Wands because that's exactly what that card means. You're not willing to give up, right? The Knight of Pentacles has to do with, you know, you taking the steps necessary, being very reliable, very practical, going through the motions to kind of plan things out accordingly, taking your time and being very pensive, thoughtful about the choices that you're making to prepare yourself financially for a secure future. Okay. So earlier I mentioned that possibly you may be retired. So if this resonates with you, that would make sense, because then it's about really making sure that you have a good nest egg and a good plan so that you can do all of these things. You can arrive at your highest potential, you can travel, you know, you can meet your successes, you can feel victorious. The Four of Cups in reverse has to do with you kind of pulling your energy back and trying to figure out, similar to like the High Priestess in a sense, where emotionally you're trying to figure out what's best for you right now. Like what would make you feel emotionally secure and happy. It's all about tapping and going within your own kind of inner strength and your inner self, because we all know what's best for us within our own selves, right? So it's really like pulling back your energy, taking that time to kind of spend time alone emotionally to figure out how you're going to establish these things or how you're going to bring these things to fruition. Okay, let's just get one more card. Why is the Hanged Man here? Why is the Hanged Man here for Aries? Why is the Hanged Man here for Aries? Why is the Hanged Man here for Aries? Why is the Hangman here for Aries? Okay, so I'm getting two cards. Um, I'm getting the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Yeah. You've been worried. You're worried about, you know, are you taking the right path? Are you making good choices for yourself moving forward? But I am again seeing that strength, that unwillingness to give up on a certain thing. Like you definitely believe in this. You believe in this cause. You believe in fighting for this, and you see it as something worth fighting for. So whatever it is, it's possibly with this person, this Pisces. It could be another sign too. It doesn't have to be Pisces, but really overall the energy is to arrive at this place of ultimately being very emotionally stable, very emotionally happy. This card really means emotional abundance. It's like arriving at that final destination where you know everything just gels and all the pieces fit together. It's like finally what you've been waiting for, and that's really what you want to work toward here. Okay, so I feel like possibly, you know, you have been worried about it, and that's also contributing to, you know, that card where the Hangman represents like that lull or that holding pattern where you're not really seeing any progress right now. You're not really seeing anything happening, and it's making you worried because you haven't made any decisions yet. But I feel like with this Two of Pentacles, you'll definitely be able to find balance between what it is that you want to work towards your goals and arrive at the place where you want to be, which is this Three of Wands, right? Okay, so let's move into your near future energy. Near future. All right, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Near future energy for Aries. Near future energies for Aries, please. Oop, I almost want it to come out. Thank you. Ah, there's your card, the Emperor in reverse. Can I have more energy for Aries? What's coming? What do Aries need to know? What can they expect? Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. All right, Aries. So what I'm picking up here is that there may be some kind of situation coming up in the near future that's going to lead to some kind of big disappointment. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with you having difficulty collaborating or cooperating with someone or a group of people in order to arrive at like an end goal or working on a project together. I also see that it's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of hard work on your behalf in order to make this happen. And possibly either you or maybe the person that you're involved with is maybe not putting as much effort into this as would be expected in order to make this goal happen. Okay. The Three of Swords can represent heartache or heartbreak, but I feel in this instance, it may have to do with some kind of work endeavor or something to do with finances or some kind of project that you may be working on. I feel like with this Nine of Cups and the Emperor in reverse, I feel like some of this disappointment may have to do with you really needing to kind of let go of the reins a little bit, okay? As an emperor personality, as a fire sign, as a leadership role that you tend to take many times, Aries, sometimes you can be a little bit too domineering and too possessive and too controlling in a situation. And I feel like that may lead to some big disappointment because in order to be able to cooperate and collaborate with others, you need to kind of give up that need to always be in control of everything, to always run the show. And that may be difficult for you. As a fire sign and also as the first sign of the zodiac, you can be very impulsive, you can be very excitable, you want to kind of finish things right away. It's like an instant gratification kind of energy. And I think a lot of it has to do with you, like I said, not always needing to be in control of every little thing, like allowing collaboration to happen and understanding that other people's opinions and what they can contribute to a project or to an endeavor is equally as important as yours. Okay. Now, I also feel that in the near future, there's going to be a need for you to start kind of doing more self validation and more kind of self appreciation, if that makes sense to you. I feel like a lot of it is coming up that you're kind of always looking outside to others or outside of yourself for that sense of feeling emotionally fulfilled or that sense of feeling emotionally abundant or self-satisfied. Okay. And really, when the Nine of Cups comes up in reverse, it has to do with you being able to improve your own self esteem, being able to feel self satisfied within yourself, having a lot of self love for yourself, and not always seeking outside sources for that validation to make you feel good. You should work on feeling good within your own self and feeling proud within yourself without needing that constant pat on the back or that reinforcement or that admiration that you keep seeking in order to make you feel that sense of emotional fulfillment. Okay. So I think I'm picking up an energy here of some kind of project or something that you may be taking on or some kind of new opportunity here, in terms of some kind of project or some kind of financially, like maybe a new job or something like that. But I feel like if you don't lessen up on that need to control every little thing and micromanage every little thing, I feel like you're going to meet with disappointment here. So, this is kind of a message for you because your card is coming up here. Okay. Let's take a look. Actually, let me clarify this. Why is the Emperor here in reverse? Why is the Emperor here in reverse? Okay. All right, so we have the Nine of Wands, which is exactly what's up here, not giving up. We have the Queen of Swords, and we have the Sun Dog card. Now, in this deck, this is the Walking Meditation Tarot. The Sun Dog deck is one of those extra cards. Sometimes artists like to put extra cards in the deck to kind of enhance the reading. And I'll read to you what the sundog card actually means. Seeing a sundog tells you that bad weather or rainy weather will be approaching in the next 24 hours. While that may sound negative, it actually symbolizes change and transition. How can you begin to make plans for change? This is exactly what we were talking about. Changes take time, and if you're being given all the signs that change is near, then this will allow you to be better prepared. Okay, so this is exactly why this card is coming up. It's letting you know that you need to be prepared to work out something with a person or a group of people in order to complete some kind of project or arrive at a goal or complete a thing that requires hard work. And it also requires, putting in the effort and really being very diligent and persistent about, following through on small tasks to arrive at a certain point. Okay, so I feel like this card is another message reflective of this. I feel like it's telling you to pay attention. Okay, now the Nine of Wands is just, again, the same thing. Not giving up, having like a stick-to-itiveness about you and making sure that you're willing to keep working hard towards this thing. The Queen of Swords represents somebody who's really thinking about things, really like almost like overthinking. They're trying to solve problems. They're trying to figure out a way, a course of action that makes sense, that's logical. This is somebody. This is a mature feminine energy, but it doesn't have to be a female. Take it how it resonates with you. But this person requires of you or of the situation complete transparency, truth. Communication is key here. It's really somebody who is able to separate their emotions from the logical part of this decision making process, and they expect a level of sincerity here. They expect truthfulness. They expect, clear communication. So whatever endeavor this may be coming up for you, Aries, in the near future, be sure that not only you don't give up, that you continue the hard work and the push that's necessary for you in order to, meet with a happy ending, in order to realize that you don't need to constantly seek out validation from others in order to feel emotionally fulfilled. Okay. But I feel like this card is definitely like telling you to pay attention. All right. It's letting you be better prepared for what may be coming. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at some messages from Spirit so that you can see what to expect moving forward. Okay. So, Spirit, can I have messages or advice for Aries moving forward, please? What do you want them to know? Messages or advice moving forward for Aries. Messages or advice moving forward for Aries. Messages or advice moving forward for Aries, please, Spirit. What messages do you have for them? What would you want them to know moving forward? Okay, no need to worry. In a year from now, I feel like things are going to pan out the way that you want them to. And it's telling you exactly what I was saying. It's time to choose a new direction, right? Remember, I said that possibly maybe you've retired or you're approaching retirement. You're trying to, sort things out and make decisions for yourself. You're trying to learn new things, maybe pursue new things, go off in different directions. You might be undertaking a new hobby or a new project here, But I definitely feel that in 1 year from now, everything is going to pan out very well for you. That's what I feel. So just be, keep an eye open for the possibility of, there being some challenges here in terms of collaborating with other people, maybe a new choice, a new way to find employment or work on a project or something like that. You don't want to be disappointed. And I think the key here is to feel strong and feel empowered within your own self without seeking out external validation, to feel emotionally fulfilled, and also to remember to not be so controlling and not be so domineering and possessive over the situation, and allow others to kind of bring their talents and their skills and their opinions to the table as well, so that this can be a collective partnership. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up today. I hope that this reading has been helpful for you in some way, or has clarified some questions that you've had in your mind moving forward in your life. I'm here to provide this gift for your soul's journey. So I hope that you've appreciated this. I look forward to seeing you at your next reading, Aries. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and God bless.